Also, like if we want to come to case, like for international students, we do have a TOEFL test, like a language proficiency test, and also we also do take SAT and also visa. So that's the three main things that we need to prepare before we came to US. And then it's really hard for SAT, like for the reading part. I'm gonna die when doing it. Like it's really hard. It's like there are so many like different vocabulary we need to remember. I think the same as when the American do the test, right? And then but like I do a good job on the writing part, but not the reading part. But math is also like really easy for Chinese, so I'm not hard with that one.
I mean, it was a smooth process. The kind of two big things that I really had to do was my immunizations and my visa. So I had to set up a visa appointment. I think it was a month or two in advance. I did it in July. I remember July 20th was the day I got my visa, and I applied for that date well in advance. After getting admission to Case, kind of getting my parents' financial records in order, all that stuff. There were so many different documents that needed to be right before we went there. So we went there, a decent amount of time we waited, and finally got up to meet with the lady that works there. And it was actually a quick process. She looked at everything. Everything was in order, and so I got my visa. And then I had to get a couple immunization shots, hepatitis B. I don't even remember. I just remember this one day we went out and I got like 5 shots. So it's quite a tiring day. I came back and just passed out.
I still had to take the TOEFL. I still had to take the SAT. And for Vietnamese students, I always have to go back home every summer to renew my visa. I mean, I can't just stay in the U.S. forever as long as I'm studying. However, you know, if I want to go home and visit family and friends in Vietnam, I always have to renew my visa. And it's just a really painful process because I always have to, you know, get all of my transcript together, get all my financial proof together. I think that the process is getting easier right now, but it's still a really painful process.
I mean, the steps are like so hard. I mean, there's a lot of steps. Like you must apply for SAT, you must sit for SAT, then TOEFL, then we actually must go back to our high school and get our transcripts, and it's quite hard because when I applied to CASE, it was already 2 years after I left my high school, so my records were like outdated a bit. So my school administrators, they actually have to dig into their reserves and records to find my records. So that's quite hard. Basically, Case Weston's Dean of Engineering, he actually came to my institute in Malaysia. So he was giving a briefing on how to apply, and so he made some things easier.